Hey, nice little Sunday Q&A. I think the sun has gone past where it's going to be blinding me, and hopefully you guys can see what I got. But also a thrift haul. So welcome on in. I'm going to get live everywhere so you can see me. You can always watch this later. Again, you can always fast forward, rewind, whatever. Thanks for being around. If you have any questions, always ask them. Let me flip the camera on this side. Not flip it, mirror it. Mirror. And let me see if it's right. Always know if it's right if I hold up a brand athletic. There we go. And we're good. What's up, Donna Diggs? All right, let me get the chat going over here. Kind of want to do like a full with the chat. All right. How's everyone's week going? So last week, let's start off with February sales. So the first half the month, which is right now, they sucked. I'll be honest. February sales have sucked. But this past week, for me, I guess this past 3 or 4 days, not week, 3 or 4 days, they've been really, really good. And if you were live with me or you watched one of my lives or whatever packing, I told you I was going to run sales. I was going to put out a lot of offers, and I did, and the sales have been coming through. So I've gotten, since Friday, I've had, and again, I only sell on eBay if you're new here. I've had 41 sales since Friday, and a lot of those, some of those were offers, but I swear to you on eBay, once you start accepting sales and sending out offers, I swear they just push your store and sales start coming in. What's up, Patriot Girl? Let me see. Mine are holding steady. Good. Steady sales are good sales. Mine were down and then they're back up. So what's up, Sal? Yeah, let me know. Thanks for the heart me. We're going to go through a haul. So if you're joining now or joining later, no problem. Middle of the day. I actually have all the stuff that I got over this past week, which isn't a lot because I only went thrifting maybe one full day in total, maybe 6 to 8 hours total this week. I was doing a lot of listing all my winter clothing. So officially starting, I think this weekend, I'm going to really be transitioning over to all of my spring and summer. Now I have a whole bunch of bulk buys that are like items. So for example, in the fall, I bought a ton of Carhartt shorts, probably 60 pair of Carhartt shorts, really cheap, $5 a pair. I'm going to list all those. And that won't take me very long because the only difference are the sizes. So stuff like that, I have a lot of things like that I'm going to list right away. So those will take me a couple of days, and I'll list hundreds of items in a couple of days, but they'll just be quantity items. So right now, what's up, Amy D? Hope everyone's having a great day. Long weekend. A lot of people have tomorrow off. Your kids probably have tomorrow off. My kids do. Howdy from New York. What's up, New York? You probably got all the snow that we had. So I talk about spring. It's always crazy to me this time of year to be listing spring stuff because right now I'm looking at white ground, and we just got back from soccer, indoor soccer, and it's like feels like 10 degrees out. It's disgusting. But I'm seeing commercials online for outdoor furniture, or on I was watching the All-Star stuff last night, and they had commercials for outdoor furniture. So bathing suits are going off. See, I'm telling you, bathing suits. You got me excited because I just went and bought some bathing suits this weekend. Retail arbitrage, a whole bunch of them, real cheap. Can't wait to get those listed. Felix, what's up? So much snow out in New York. That's what you're saying. Guys, I'm going to eat. By the way, these are legit good. Again, you can fast forward through all that. Sorry if you stuck with me and you're watching this later. All right, let's go over what I got this week. Right over here, I'm putting together my whatnot. It's March 10th. If you haven't bookmarked it, if you just want to hang out, we're going to do giveaways. Don't be obligated to buy. But this is really going to be a good show for resellers because I have a lot of stuff in here. Like I'm putting this in here, starting at $1, this brand, that Marnie brand, Burberry, Aloe, North Face. It's all Noble, really good resale brands. What's up, Jen? So really, really good resale brands in this next show, like St. John, Planet. You guys know this brand, Planet. So all this stuff I'm putting Planet by Lauren G. This is not a whatnot piece. This is you sell it on eBay and make way more money than whatnot. but I promise I'm not putting women's stuff on eBay. So that's what I'm doing. Already getting it loaded. What's up, Kings? Pamela, how's it going? All right, so I'm trying to stay away from smalls in Athleta and even Lululemon, but if it's a really cool print like this, I'm gonna pick it up. So I got this Athleta, has the hit on the back, nothing special to see here, but that's gonna go, of course, in that show. This was a good find. If you guys watched me during the day with my dad, I went live for a part of it, and I found this new with tags Patagonia. You guys are going to be so mad. If you were not with me, look how much it was. $6. I think it was $6. Yeah, $6. So you watch a lot of my live packing. I tell you my average cost of goods. Remember how I always say lightweight vest or lightweight jackets cost me $5.99? There it is. So Patagonia, brand new tags. That's going to go in the whatnot for $1. What's up, Dusty? Dusty is going to Florida, guys, tomorrow to Disney World. So excited. Farm Girl, how you doing? I sold my swimsuit. I sold a swimsuit yesterday. Okay, there we go. Get that. That's making me think even more. Like, I got to get that spring stuff listed. It's time. Got to get that spring stuff listed. What's this? Levi's Pearl Snap. This is a good all year round item. So what's up? Thanks for the heartbeat, Cheryl. This is a good all year round item. If ever I find Levi's Pearl Snap for $5, $6, this is $5. I pick them up. Men's and women's sell, but it has to be a Pearl Snap. Denim, Levi, Pearl Snap. This will flip into around $25 plus buyer pays ship. So I'll make like just under 20 profit on that. I sold a Trunk Turk Beach cover up. I sold a Trunk Turk Beach. Tam, I don't even know what that is. Cover up the other day, paid $10, sold for $54. What? So cover ups too, right? But again, I'm not good with the women's stuff. So I'll throw it on my show, get it for $10, and then resell it for $50 from me. Happy birthday. Thanks, Felix. Belated birthday. You sent me one. I appreciate that. Okay. This was funny. When I was live thrifting with my dad, this is a good example. Like, people don't care. My dad doesn't care. I had a Chaps. He still thinks Chaps is Ralph Lauren. I had that Chaps shirt, and then I held this shirt up. It's an Arc'teryx shirt. So if you're, again, they're always new eyes. Arc'teryx, really good brand. My favorite hiking brand to be on the lookout for. Resale value is really good, even if it has flaws in it. I held up this shirt and Chaps shirt. He said he'd rather have the Chaps shirt, which you can get for like $5 on eBay. This Arc'teryx shirt, just a long sleeve polo, probably sell for around $35 plus shipping on eBay. Happy birthday month. Thank you, Dusty. That's what I'm trying to tell my wife. It's birthday month. Today she's trying to pull, we got to clean the house because it's my daughter's birthday tomorrow. I'm like, I don't want to clean the house my birthday month and my birthday weekend. What percent of your sales are repeat buyers? Happy birthday. Thanks. Christine, good question. I would say 1%. I would say 1% of my sales. 1 to 2%. Out of every 100 items I sell, I would say 1 to 2 are repeat buyers. I have very little repeat buyers on eBay. And I think that's because people don't like come to your shop and shop. Like if we're a corner brick and mortar shop, they look for what they're looking for. They're looking for an Aztec Wrangler shirt. Well, I only have one of them. So an Aztec Wrangler shirt, they're going to look for it. They're going to find it. They're going to buy it. And then the next time they get online, they're going to look for another one. I might not have one. So I don't have a lot of repeat customers, say the least. Happy birthday month. Thank you. So I don't know how you guys have a lot of repeat customers. Again, I don't know how Poshmark works. They might. Again, I might be switching over to Poshmark too. So still working on that. Little Denny, this is your name all over it, by the way. I'll put it over there. Your dad was going at you in that video. Shoot, I didn't even show you the. I'm telling you, I would have been kicked off anywhere. Yeah, he goes at me. It's fun. It's all fun and games. Polo Ralph Lauren, you guys know the deal with these. But this one's a little bit extra special because it's an XL tall. So it's an XL tall, $5. This thing will sell for 20. I'll probably list this one at 22. This blue with the pony that has the colors in it always sell well. This blue sells well, especially in the spring. $22.99 plus shipping on that. And it'll take me 2 minutes to list. I do have another Western shirt. I brought them all home, but that's a little Denny. I'll get back to you with that one. How long have you been reselling, and do you only sell on eBay? Good question. So I've actually been all this stuff you see in the background are antiques, collectibles, except for that jacket. I used to sell all that sort of stuff, and then I couldn't get my hands on it anymore. So in 2016, I had to transition over to clothing because I couldn't find this stuff anymore to resell. So I had to keep bringing money in on eBay. So I started reselling clothing in 2016. So since 2016, I've mostly done clothing. I've done a little bit of this stuff if I can find it. So a long time. 2 more days. Yeah, bearded. I see you, cutie. 2 more days. You want a little bit of that? You want a little bit of this and that? Ralph Lauren is not moving for us. Christine, yeah, some people have been saying that. I don't know. I sold one or two already today. I just sold a pair of figs just now. I don't know. Again, I think it's the pictures. Look, this is literally today, right? This is today, right now. There, my two sales today were Ralph Lauren shirts. So I don't know if it's just the pictures or what. And neither one of them are repeat buyers. It would say on there. So I don't know. I don't think that model's for everybody. It's just because I do it doesn't mean it's for everybody. Like Bearded's on here. He doesn't do that stuff. He doesn't mess with that sort of thing. So a lot of people don't do that. That's just something I do. Thanks for the lights. That is pretty, Reisner. You light up my world, girlfriend. What platform systems do you prefer to resell, to use reselling taxes? I have my own system, so that's what I do. Thanks, Kings. Yeah, ask me any questions, guys. Today's more of a Q&A. Should I start listing some spring items now, like Silk Tommy Bahama? Yes. I'm going to start completely listing spring and summer starting this weekend. Still, whatever you have, list it. But for example, I have a ton of both seasons. I have a ton of cold weather and a ton of warm weather. I'm going to start selling warm weather now because I want those people to start buying it. College spring break starts March 1st. So you want to do it. What's your favorite beard product? The razor blade. I like to shave the beard. That's my favorite beard product, the razor blade. I know you don't even know what that is. I typically do not buy Columbia, but zip off convertible pants. I bought two. What you think? Pamela, I think it comes down to your buy cost. I don't normally pick up Columbia, but I have probably 80 pairs of Columbia shorts that I bought that I need a list. And I don't normally pick it up, but I bought them for $2.50 each, $2.50 each. They're brand new tags. I'm going to sell them for $15 a piece. So the cutoff pants, the convertible pants, those are really popular, really good pants to pick up, especially in Columbia. I think that'd be good. If your buy cost is low, heck yeah, pick them up. I don't know the exact comps. I'm guessing they're between like 15 and 20 plus buyer pay shipping. I'm doing a large costume jewelry lot right now. Oh my gosh, my dad would go crazy. Hi, Eden. Camera on phone for live stream. Tip Talk Shop, camera or phone for live stream. Right now we're on my iPad and we're on my computer. iPad, computer. Should I white out the background for my clothes? Good question, Kim. I don't. I just think you have to take a good picture, whatever the lighting may be. They're really good. I'll just bring up K-Way Shop because people see him and I go and talk about each other. Go look at K-Way Shop's backgrounds. They're completely different than mine. His sales are a whole bunch. My sales are a whole bunch. So it's mostly just get the right picture, the right item at the right cost, or the right price, selling at the right price. But typically in the past, they really pushed white backgrounds. But I find that when you see a whole bunch of white backgrounds, then you see a picture with a different background, it's a good looking shirt, it might pop out. So I don't know. But we do sell a lot of weird stuff. Christine, yes, there you go. If you sell a lot of weird stuff, people might not come there for Polo Ralph Lauren. But again, I don't have repeat buyers. What's up, love? Do you ever end old listings and then relist them? What would you say my sales are? What Would this help my sales? I'm promoting at 4%. Eric, good question. So I use Auto Posture. I have a link in my link tree, but the easiest way now is just to go to surfsupfinds.com. I have a link on there called Auto Posture, and it delists and relists your item every like 28 days. And it does help in the algorithms. eBay, number one, eBay sees your store moving. Number two, it's like a new listing. It'll pop up on people's feed as a new listing. So it does it automatically while you're sleeping, and it sends out offers. And that's just eBay. It also works on, does share stuff on Poshmark, Depop, Mercari, all that. So that's what I do with my delist relists. Some people say it doesn't do anything. Some resellers on here, but I think it does, because a lot of times I'll see an item that I've had a long time and it'll delist and relist and it will sell right away. And I would contribute it to that. Hi, I can ask questions here. Yeah, you can. Good afternoon. SSC K-Ways. Thank you. Yep. Look at K-Ways. Look at other people. Look at other people's website, and then look at their sold listings. Are they selling a lot? Look at their prices. Look at their backgrounds. Stuff like that. How do you clean dirty suede sneakers? Farm girl, that's not a good question for me, because I don't know that one. That is like the toughest shoe question. Maybe someone in the chat will help you over on TikTok, but I would try to get a hold of Ethan Banks on TikTok or Instagram, message him. But I don't know with the suede shoes. I honestly don't know. Maybe a little bit of water and then a brush. I don't know. That's a tough one. I always look for Tommy Bahama for Pat. What do you usually sell them for? Tommy Bahama, it just depends. So the bigger, the better sizes, but I really look out for silk or linen blend, or silk, pure silk or linen. If it has a big hit, if it screams Tommy Bahama, I'm looking for something. I don't have anything here, but it just has to scream in your face Tommy Bahama. If I see a regular Tommy Bahama silk shirt that is like a salmon color with no print on it, that's an extra large or even a 2XL for $5, I'm passing that all day long. I'm not picking it up. What's up, Lulu Ray? I keep your name is always, it's different now. I listed Polo Ralph Lauren cargo shorts sold this morning. Polo Ralph Lauren cargo shorts are like some of my favorite. They can do really well. This came from Florida. So I have my box from Florida here. I just have it here because I haven't even opened it yet. I just opened it. I haven't gone through it. But these are Polo Ralph Lauren cargo shorts in camo. These things like you will sell super quick. These actually came from Ross. I paid $25 for these. So I paid up for these in Florida. But I know those will sell for around $50 in less than 24 hours. Polo Ralph Lauren shorts. Yeah. Cargo, Polo Ralph Lauren shorts. Make sure the buttons are not broken. A lot of times these buttons will be broken. So just make sure the buttons aren't broken on the cargo, and you should be good. They'll sell well. I pay $3.99 and usually flip them for around 20 or so, plus buyer pay shipping. Surf's up. What's up, Thrifter Sifter? Are you the real Thrifter Sifter? I'm just kidding. When do you go on vacation? Okay, good question. When you go on vacation, do you do time away or just change your handling time? I'm going away for 5 days, perfect amount of days, and don't want to lose sales. So what I do is go on vacation mode, but I keep my store open. And then on vacation mode, you'll be putting when you're coming home. So when you're coming home, you can even do a day later if you wanted to. So give you a little bit of grace time to ship stuff. But your store will be open, and at the top, there'll be a banner when people look at your item that say this person is away right now, but you can still buy from their store, and they'll tell them when to expect the package. So when I go on vacation, I keep my store open. My sales are they slow down to about like half or maybe 2/3 of what they usually do. But yeah, I would keep it open. I would not shut your store down on eBay completely. Banab does delist. Okay. Be careful using water on suede. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to answer the suede and shoes questions. I have no idea about that one. You guys could probably just go on eBay or on YouTube and look that up real quick. I didn't like how Auto Posture delist and relist every day from the listings that are about to end. When you delist, relist too many items in a row in a month, your store slows. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I have good sales with Auto Posture, and it works with me. But yeah. Do you buy some suede erasers? Okay. When do you get a certain point, do you have to register your business as a business or no? That would be a question you ask your CPA. So I've kind of decided, like any tax questions or whatever, if you're going to make this a thing where you're going to get a 10, if you're selling more than $20,000 on eBay or another platform, I think you need to invest in a good CPA. The real deal. I know, Thrifter. So there are imposters out there, guys. So be careful. If you follow anybody that's big, people copy their accounts or whatever, and then try to get you to do stuff or whatever. What's up, Katie? By the way, Monster and these from Costco are the bomb. So you're gonna watch me eat those. Let's keep talking. Peter Millar, they've gone downhill quite a bit, but this is a size small. I think I put that in my video. $5. These are just, I'm just gonna have to suck it up. And these are gonna be these polo shirts are just gonna be a surf's up method. I'm gonna have to suck it up and sell them for like 22 bucks. The days of them going for 30 plain Peter Millar shirts with no crazy print are over, I feel like, unless something comes back and something happens. I'm just gonna have to be fine selling them for $20, $22, get them out the door, because that's where they're at right now. What's up, brother? Justin, I really enjoy your content. Keep it up. I appreciate you. I try to put out whatever you guys, if you guys want any type of certain content, I can do that. I feel like on YouTube and what I put out there, I try to put fun stuff. This is my personality. I could sit here and do like, these are the top 50 brands that sell for me. I could do that all day long. But like, I mean, there's a ton of people that do that. I could have a ton of views. I don't care that much about that. So if you guys want certain stuff, let me know. Lululemon, again, I'm showing you details why I picked it up. I picked these up because they're Lululemon and they have this wide flare leg at the bottom that's in right now. And so because it's in right now, I'm going to list them right now. That's another thing. I've kept stuff I've kept stuff for like 6 months and it'll go out of style, and I kicked myself because I should have put it online before then. Are you in Texas? The thrift stores are awful in Corpus Christi. No, I'm not. But I heard in the Houston area, they're really good. So I don't know how far away Corpus Christi. I think Corpus Christi is south. I think it's not too far. I can't even keep mine for 22. Even sell yours. Oh, you're Peter Millar for 22. Exactly. We're just going to have to suck it up, guys. It is what it is. I mean, the market tells us what stuff is worth. And guess what? Peter Millar used to be great. It used to be the brand, like you found it. Ooh, this is great. I'm going to sell it for a ton of money. Well, now that's G4. Now that's Robach. You're not going to find it very often. And then in 2 or 3 years, you're going to find it all the time. And you're going to realize the prices are coming down because everyone's finding it all the time because they're making thousands and thousands of them. Hi, it's me. You like with the red sail and sunset painting. Oh, the red sail and sunset painting. Right over there. That one. That one right there. Red sail, sunset painting, or that one up there. Can you make SMR resell? No, I cannot. Thrifter Sifter. So you are from Indiana. I am from Indiana. I live in Indiana. In fact, if you guys didn't know, we're hosting the All-Star game this weekend. I don't watch a ton of NBA basketball, but I took my son yesterday to the game. And then I forced him to go to retail arbitrage with me. So that's what he gets. Game and retail arbitrage. I'm not even going to go over these shirts. I've never seen them before. I put them in my video. They were new with tags. They're called, let me know if you've heard of them, Landmark Project. Landmark Project. They were 2XL. They have this print on them. They're very soft. They sell for about 15 to 20 brand new. And there were sold comps. And they were all together. So what I'm going to do is lot these up. So there's $20 worth of shirts here that I paid. I'm going to lot them up, ask $60. So I'll turn the 20 into 60 with just one listing. So that's how I kind of lot things up. How many items in your store does it make sense to have auto posture? I think if you have maybe over 150 or 200 eBay items, but if you're on multiple platforms like Poshmark and Mercari and Depop, I think maybe 100 items because it does stuff all over the different platforms. But you're not married to it. Like anything nowadays, a lot of companies, they don't lock you into terms for months. So like YouTube TV or anything like that, Netflix, you can get it for a month. If it's not working for you, unsubscribe. So that's do that with any service. If you're cross-listing Vindu, List Perfectly, whatever, Use it. If it's not working for you, get rid of it. 4 hours. What I miss about 4 hours? Pascal. All over the place. Oh, 4 hours from Corpus Christi to Houston. Yeah, that's a little far. So this week I live in Indy. I'm traveling to Chicago with Bearded, and then we're going to Milwaukee, which is even farther north. So we're going to go to Chicago, thrift all of Chicago, then up north even farther till Milwaukee and thrift Milwaukee. So sometimes you just have to make that drive if you can. So that's what I'm doing. You're from Indiana too, Justin. What's up? I'm from in North Indy. What's your favorite item to resell? Thrifter, sifter. The same stuff you like to resell, but I can't find it. Antiques, collectibles, garage sale stuff. That's where my heart has always been. But I have to go with what I find most abundant in my area, and it's clothing. So I can find clothing. Trust me, clothing's a nickel and dime slow game, but it adds up. And if you're smart with it and you can do stuff quickly and get more efficient, it does well. I don't pick up Bonobos pants, but for some reason, the shorts always sell well for me. I find these often so I can take pictures and list them super quick. Within like 2 minutes, I can take pictures and list them within 2 minutes. And they sell for around like $18 plus shipping. So I pay $3.99 for these. I always look for the inside. You can see them. And then again, a lot of people wear these playing golf. So make sure you look for the ball marks or like the T marks. $4 for those on the Marlboro tag. Okay. Got my first negative review since starting eBay in 2001 from a scammer. Hector, me and you are bros. 2001, that's when I opened my store on eBay. You can go through the app and try to ask to get it removed. If you go through the app on eBay, go to help, and then there's a way to navigate to get the feedback removed. Hopefully that will work. A lot of times it works. eBay's been really stingy on negative feedback recently. In fact, I just got one recently, and I can't get off. It happens. And then if that doesn't work, you can always call eBay and call them multiple times. You'll talk to someone. It just takes that right one person to be like, all right, we'll get rid of it. So just keep staying persistent. If they don't get rid of it, it's not the end of the world. I have 2 negative feedback right now. It is part of the game. You can't make everyone happy, whether they're a scammer or not. Some people just like to complain. If you go and look up Red Robin review at your local Red Robin, there's going to be everyone on there complaining. No one's going to be like saying this is great food. I sold my first Polo Madras shirt, sent a pic, different shirt, wanting a refund. I refused. Okay, so you sold a Polo Madras print shirt to the person, send a picture of a different shirt, wanting a refund. If it's a scammer, Hector, get that back and then start a case with eBay. You can start a case with eBay. Don't let them try to scam you. Start a case with eBay. This week I found Zegna chinos. Never found those. Zegna chinos. I don't know if I've ever found those either, Reisner. So we're talking Zegna khakis. When people talk about chinos, they're talking about like khaki pants. Trying to get to 100. So far since mid-November, my store is at 72. 41 I've sold, 31 listed currently. Patriot Girl, it's a good thing to have. I want to get to 100, but you can't get there because stuff keeps selling. I would be completely fine with that. I just sold a pair of South Pole. Okay, so today I sold South Pole jeans and I sold Rockaware jeans today alone. Rockaware I sold. So I'll post the picture on my Instagram and Facebook, but Rockaware sells now, okay, for the record. But yeah, chinos. I'm from northeastern Indiana, like Fort Wayne area. Has anyone ever been able to apply for house loan using their eBay numbers? Yeah, you can. 1099, it's your income. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Talk to your CPA. Someone complained to me about because the clothing smells good. Can make everyone happy. Totally. Have had that too. I've had people say your stuff smells like perfume. I'm highly allergic to perfume or whatever. I'm like, really? You're complaining about something smelling good? Since Reisner's in here, I might as well go through it. So I'm just pulling these out. You guys probably saw, if you're in here, you probably saw it in the video, but I found 2. Let's talk about this suit. Actually, and Reisner, since you're in here, this is an important topic. Let's talk about it. So I found 2 Purple Label suits right next to each other. We have a pinstripe which I would never recommend buying a pinstripe pair of pants separate from a pinstripe blazer separate. I don't recommend it. Usually they go together. So 2 Purple Label, pants to the other one. But let's talk about this. As for jeans as well, our South Pole cargo shorts good too. The only thing that are selling for me that are South Pole are denim jeans, denim shorts that are wide legged. So like Y2K 2001 through like 2008-ish, somewhere in there. Be careful. They sell South Pole still right now at like Burlington, but they're all like skinny. You'll notice the tags are different. So just be careful. Oh, I'm from Kokomo. What's up, Kokomo? Kokomo got the hip hugger over there. I picked up a Chanel t-shirt with a Hemingway quote on it. I cannot find a similar shirt. When you find those upscale brands like that, it's tough to find a very similar shirt. You're right. I don't know. Peak lapels. Yes. Let's talk about it, Reisner. Okay. This is, I believe, peak lapel. I'm going to get a hanger. We're going to put it on here because we're going to do some knowledge. So right here's the tag, Purple Label, and it's not all made in Italy. Some of it's made in England. So this is made in England. Ralph Lauren Purple Label. It will be purple. It will be cursive. That's what you'll be looking for. So people will say, like, Black Label is very confusing. I don't even pay attention to Black Label anymore. Purple Label. That's what you want to go for. And even Black Label doesn't even sell that great when I do get it. Just making sure. Okay. So, hi, kids. Okay, Purple Label. Here we go. So here's the suit. I believe this is what you would call a peak lapel. Do you see how this lapel is going out farther than the top one? A lot of times you don't see that, right? I think that's called a peak lapel. Reisner, is that for sure? Resell for 4K? No, Felix. It's 4K brand new. It's called getting people to watch. But isn't that a peak lapel? So double-breasted used to not be in at all. Double-breasted was old. It's out. But if you go to Ralph Lauren right now and look at their website and look at Purple Label, you'll see a lot of their suits are double-breasted. So double-breasted is coming back. And this is double vented. So a lot of the old double-breasted had no vents in the back. So no vents in the back. So I feel like this might be a newer Ralph Lauren double-breasted. So the double-breasted are coming back with that peak lapel. So the peak lapel comes out. If I have another blazer here, see, this one is similar. Okay, so here's a jacket with, so see how the lapel, or right here, the collar, it goes just right into it. It just streamlines right down into it. There's no real big cutoff. It doesn't notch out or anything. This is called a peak lapel when it comes way out. All right, so we have that idea. So bought those 2 suits for $10 a piece. You guys probably know that. How much did the Rockwear jeans sell for? Let's look. Gotta go to Lafayette. Yes, I've been to Lafayette a few times. Bearded and I have met up there a couple times. I went to Purdue, by the way, which is in Lafayette. Also, Ticket Pocket on the second level. Okay, so good thing. Reisner's in here, which I'm glad. So this is called a Ticket Pocket then? Okay, so on suits, you usually have 2 pockets in the front, right? You have your left and your right pocket. But then you have another pocket sometimes underneath, which usually is more higher end. It's like, you'll see it on a lot of higher end. So this is called a ticket pocket, I believe Reisner said. So this would be a ticket pocket. So you have both pockets and then a pocket above. I believe that's a ticket pocket. Then, of course, you have your hanky pocket. The second sold comp for those, or the sold comps, are they? Lulu, are they good? I haven't even looked. But I know I bought a gold button blazer before by Ralph Lauren Purple Label, and it sold for $500 within like a day. So, but the gold button blazers are universal. They go with everything. They're really popular. You guys know I love them. But those Rockwear jeans, this is going to be, we're chilling today, guys. So come in and out. Okay. The Rockwear jeans sold today for, Well, they must be way up here. Okay. They sold for $29.99. So these are the jeans. These are what they look for. I'll come over to you guys in a second. That's what they look like. $29.99, which isn't a ton, but I see Rockaware often. So I wanted to try it out. I bought these in Florida. So again, trial and error. Rockaware. They're, I mean, a lot like that South Pole. I grew up in this time period. So a lot of that big stitching hit on the back pocket, that was popular. So those sold for $29.99. I bought a red pair with the hit and a blue pair. And that sold. And I bought a pair of South Pole with those. They were all together. And the South Pole pair just sold and those just sold. The top one is the ticket pocket. Yes, the top one is the ticket pocket. So this one's the ticket pocket. Ticket pocket. It's kind of not very deep. It could be your male prevention baby pocket. I sold a pair of Alexander McQueen sneakers this week. Buyer never paid them, so had to cancel it. Yeah, that's okay though. It sells. It will sell again. I never let that stuff get to me. It's annoying. People buy stuff. It doesn't sell. You usually give them 4 days. And so it's off the market for that long, which sucks because it could have sold again, but it will sell again. Don't worry about that. I finally found a Roebuck in red, white, and blue in Houston. Let's go. Yes, Roebuck, they're really hard to find. I never find those almost ever. I'm down in Louisville. What's up, Louisville? I want to meet up with you guys up in Michigan. Autumn. We have not hit Michigan up yet. I don't know how the thrifting is up there. I found 4 Roebuck polos in the last 6 weeks. I sold super fast. Thanks, Kit Kat. You would come in and say that right after I saw that. I want Goodwill. What Goodwill do you find your Jinko jeans? Inner city, wealthier, etc. So I've found Jinkos mostly in the inner city. Yep, mostly in the inner city. They've probably been around the north side of Indy, where I live, in the suburbs. But the thing is, in the suburbs, there's so many thrifters in there. When they roll out a cart, the good stuff on that cart is gone within probably 2 minutes, 60 seconds to 2 minutes. In the inner city, they have time to take it off, put it on the rack. So a lot of times I'll find that stuff on the racks. It's just less busy. And a lot of people don't want to go down there. And I don't care. I grew up and taught. Like that's where that was my OG like thrifting area. Like during my lunch route or after school route. That is it. So bonjour, watching from France. What's up? What's up, France? Thanks for watching. I'm going to eat. I wish this was a French baguette, but it's not. Quick cat. Anytime, sir. All right. Next item. What are these? Oh, yeah, this brand. I sold it. PRPS. PRPS. I'll show you guys in a second. I don't know if you've ever seen this brand, but look up the comps. PRPS. This is a good bolo. If you don't know it, look up this brand. I actually have 2 of these. And these are all distressed as far as like paint splatter and everything. But I think these should sell around $50. They're not salvaged or anything. It's a good brand. So that's a good brand to be on the lookout for. Can't show you this next item because I got to put it in a video. Got to put it in a video. It's a hard good. Suspense. Harley Davidson. I don't usually buy these. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me why the tag is upside down. I have no idea. But for $2.99, I'm not going to pass it up, especially if it has Sturgis. So Sturgis is I think it's the largest motorcycle meet. I don't know in the world or in the United States or whatever. But if there's a Sturgis, Harley Davidson, hey, thanks, Buried. I always buy them if they're cheap. So this is only $3. Pick it up. So it's it's the blessing of the bikes there. Yeah, it's the blessing of the bikes. And chick, I think that's so cool that you're from France. My son and I were talking about the Eiffel Tower the other day. Lululemon, again, I don't know how this store missed them. And this is a store that prices them up to $20, but they're just shorts and the hit on them is clear as day. So I don't know. There's always new people in the back too. You guys have to understand, just like any restaurant, any place that's paying like minimum wage, the turnover is high. There's a high turnover rate. So there's always new pricers in the back that haven't been told what brands to look for yet or whatever. So that was $3.99 for Lululemon shorts. Always tell you the easiest way also, if you see that clear button in the front, flip it over, you'll see your Lululemon. So you don't have to look for the hit anywhere on them. Sometimes they're hard to find. There's that. Next item, another pair of Lululemon shorts. They're right next to them. So Lululemon, again, the hit's clear as day. I don't get as much, again, out of these as I used to. I used to sell these for like $40 a piece. Now it's probably like $28.99 for these, probably like $28.99 for these. So learning new brand names from you. Are they made in the USA? These PRBS, are they made in the USA? If that's your question, that's a good question. Cotton spandex, they are made in China. So made in China. I'll show you what the back label looks like. It's like a chariot. It's like a chariot or something. I don't know. But yeah, be here to learn new brands. Again, like I said earlier, if I wanted to, I could put out videos that just had all these brands, whatever, but they change constantly. They constantly change. Last year, Under Armour performed horribly, so I don't sell it anymore. Polos, golf polos. The Perfect Jean. These are new to me this year, 2024. I've sold 2 pairs so far, and they sold pretty quick. So that's the little hit you look for on the pocket. So that little hit right there is what you're looking for. And then on the inside, it says The Perfect Jean, New York City, NYC. So sometimes there are companies that call their jean line The Perfect Jean, like their line Abercrombie, The Perfect Jean. This is The Perfect Jean NYC. That's what you're going to be looking for on those. They're good. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for everyone coming in too on a Sunday, just chilling. I sold a pair of Grand River jeans, 74 by 32. I can't even imagine how big that is. Oh my gosh. My dad, you saw my dad's a big guy, but 74 inches waist, that's like that 600-pound where like they can't even get out of the bed. Brands that are made in Italy, are they sellable there? I'm not sure. And just because it says it's made in Italy doesn't mean it's a good brand. Just always look up the brand. There's a ton of brands that said made in Italy, or they'll be like designed or styled in Italy, and then they're made in China. So that's what you'll look for. Here's another pair. Again, you're looking for that little hit on the back pocket. It almost reminds me a little bit of Rag & Bone. And then The Perfect Jean. Now, these aren't big sellers. Both of mine that sold were $27.99, but they sold really fast within like a week or two. So when I find 3 jeans like that, and now that I have similar to sell from, so from my store, all I'll do is go in, change the sizes, change the pictures. Everything else is the same, including the shipping and everything. And that's it. So change the sizes, change the pictures, list. So these will be very, very quick for me to list. That's all I'll do with that. What's up, Brittany? I was in the Whatnot with K-Way saying what's up last night. Oh, Brittany, thanks for saying what's up. Yeah, we had like a side conversation. I always feel bad in Whatnot having all these side conversations because I feel like it takes away from people bidding on items, but it also keeps the chat going. So what's up? Nice to talk to you in my life. Another pair of Lululemon pants. These always sell well. When's the last time you've seen, like, are these popular? Girls in the chat, are these popular? $5. These studio pants. You know what I'm talking about? These Lululemon studio pants. They're like Zumba, like kind of, I don't know. They're not tight. That's why I sell women's clothing on Whatnot, because I don't know how to describe these and list them. But they're called like the studio pants. Excuse me. I don't know, but they always sell really well. But I don't know who wears these, but people do. You're welcome. Rock Republic, ever been good? Rock Republics. No. Rock Republic has never been good. Rock Revival is the good one. Rock Republics don't sell well for me. Does PRPS have folding back pocket? Reisner, you know I'll look for you. have a folded back pocket. Oh, Reisner. Okay. This is something to look for with this brand, PRPS. Why is she so smart? So we're back to this PRPS. Again, these sell for quite a bit of money. Look up comps online. So look at the back pocket. Actually, I can show you like this. Take a look at that back pocket. See how it's folded in? So it's stitched over, and then up there, it's like folded in. Sorry, I'm trying to get you a better view. See that back pocket? So that's something to be on the lookout for. There you go. That's unique. So there's the pocket. It's like folded over and stitched that way. So see how those pockets are? That's very unique. Okay. That's cool. Yeah. I love studio pants. I never sell them. Okay, Reisner. So you wear, so people do wear those. Okay, studio pants. They look comfortable. They're popular. Sorry, I'm eating, guys. I'm hungry. All right, next item. These sell really well. Don't pass them up. Any of these vintage Nike, what do we call them back in the day? Like parachute pants, right? Parachute pants or whatever. But vintage tag, black or silver or gray, with the little head at the bottom. These sell for like $27.99 all day. You can look at my sold comps. I have 2 that sold in the past week, and they're $5. Don't pass these up. What's up, Kayla? Chick, glad to know that. Thanks. You're welcome. So, hey, Teach, what's up, Lucy? Can you use the website Lulu Fanatics to find Lulu style names? You can use the website. Okay. So if you're looking for, so how would that work? So again, I don't know the women's names of Lululemon, right? So let's say I get a top, and I have no idea if it's what the name of it is. You go to Lulu Fanatics to look up the Lulu names. How would I look up the name? That's like when the teacher would say, you know, if you don't know how to spell the word, go look it up in the dictionary. I don't know how to spell it. How am I going to go look it up in the dictionary if I don't know how to spell it? So how do I go to that website? So there you go. Go to lulufanatics.com if you want to figure it out. The sun is coming and your window is making it hard to see. Actually, the sun is moving away, so it should be better. It should be better. Swoosh pants here in Mass. Swoosh pants. That's what we're talking about. If it has the style code, use Lulu Fanatics. All right, so if it has a style code on them, let's find an example. Okay, so here's a pair of Lululemon shorts. Sometimes they have style codes around the numbers. Sometimes they do not. So we'll find out if this one does or it does not. Actually, I don't know if men's even do. Yeah, I don't know. Let's find that pair of women's pants. Actually, I have a really good pair. Here's a good pair that I found. So a really good pair. It'll go in the whatnot. It's a size 6 Lululemon, and it has like the perforations at the bottom. So again, I leave some Lululemon behind, guys. Just FYI. All right, so there's your tag or your little dot, and there's numbers and letters around that dot. So if you look up those letters and numbers around that dot, I'm guessing that's a style code, and you can find out the exact name of these pants when you list them. And then that makes sense because people look up, like me, I like the sweatshirts that are called At Ease. So when I go online, I'll look up Lululemon At Ease sweatshirt. So it's good to know the actual name. You're right, Kayla. Can you search by tops, bottoms, etc.? Look at the pics. I got you. Ever sell Kurt River? No, never heard of Kurt River. K-U-R-T. Never heard of it. Okay, there you go. Lulu says the same thing. Put the style code in the search. Gotcha. All right, you guys let me know. I think this is a really good like unisex piece. Again, you know me. I don't care if it goes for, actually I paid up for this, but I don't care how much it goes for. This is a men's North Face, but it has that Aztec and it's super Sherpa-y or whatever you call it. Fluffy. What do you call that? Pile. But it's a North Face men's. Would this be a good?
The sun looks terrible. It's hard to see.
What'd I do?
I don't know. I'm just telling you. It looks terrible.
Shelby says, the Duchess says the sun looks terrible. I'll move you guys forward.
No, like the opposite. Towards yours.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Is that better? Thumbs up.
Hold it up again.
Do you guys want to see the Duchess?
You don't.
Why?
See it. Let me see it. Much better.
Much better. Thanks. Okay. Google lens for style code. Got you. Much better. All right. So here you go. The North Face. Do you guys should this be like a whatnot piece for a women's show? It's kind of like unisex. It's just oversized. I think it'd be a cool piece. I don't know. You guys let me know. Thumbs down, thumbs up. Shelby, I know she won't even come in. Barbara Booty, what's up? Much better. Okay. The lighting was bad. I don't know. I'm not good with that. Ooh, this was a fun piece to find. This was on the racks on the north side of where I live, which is the richer side of town. And it was on the racks. So someone did not pull this. I found it first. What would you do without her, Lulu? I'd be just fine. No, I wouldn't. It'd be like what I did before I got married. Like my dryer, we always call it would throw up. Like I would do my clothes, I would dry them, and then I just get my clothes out of the dryer. Just pull stuff out, and it'd just be a constant cycle of like washer to dryer, never upstairs. But here's a Polo Ralph Lauren Pearl Snap. Can't believe I just found this out there. If you were trying to get this new right now, this would be probably $100 shirt, new with tags. But the Pearl Snap with that, it's actually more of a flannel. So you guys are really going to hate me right now, but I'm going to end up putting this in my bin for next fall. I told you, I'm going all out spring, right? Starting now. That's going to the bin for fall. Unisex for sure. Okay, so whatnot, I'm thinking whatnot. And guess what? If someone gets it for $10, they can get it for $10 and probably resell it for a lot more. I'm cool with that. I don't care. Unisex for sure. How do you size shoes when it's worn off? Naked Thrifter. That's a really good name, and that's a really good question. To be honest, if it's a pair of shoes that I know I'm not going to make a ton of money on, let's say I'm buying them for $5 and they sell for like 20 to 25. And a great example of this is Keens. If I find a pair of Keens like that, I just leave them behind because I don't want to measure them and then someone get them and they say that's not what they are. It's a good question. I know you can put the measuring tape inside and measure them that way and take a picture, but usually if I can't find the size or whatever, I just leave them behind. I don't mess with it. Thank you, Sturf. You're welcome. Do you wash them or sell them as is? So everything I pick up is in really good condition. If I see a stain or it has a smell or anything like that, I'll wash it. But otherwise, I don't. Like almost a lot of times things are already pressed or they have a dry clean tag on them or whatever. But yeah, if you're new here, no, I've been reselling clothing since 2016. I only wash stuff that has smells that I've missed. If they have a smell in the store, I'll leave them, or stains that I've missed in the store. But here's another Polo Ralph Lauren. Again, this will sell for, it's a size small, but it's a really good pattern. So I'll probably sell this for $19.99. Again, I do all my Polo Ralph Laurens between usually $18 and like $22. So Ashley, there's a lot of people over there on Facebook and YouTube. You guys have questions? Let me know. But that's a good one. Assuming it makes it to whatnot. Oh gosh. Shelby is in the chat saying, assuming it makes it to whatnot. So everybody, I have Viore. I have Viore that's going to make it to whatnot. It's getting past her. This is an awesome bolo. Awesome bolo right here. You probably already know. What's up, Marlene? I had a guy lie about his return. In what way? Ladi, what did they lie about in the return? Do you have shipping number? So Ladi says someone lied about their return. Let's hear the story. At what percentage do you promote your listings? Everything under all these polo shirts, anything under $20, I promote at 4%. So 4% promotions on all those. So any washed, like really high, I guess you would say oversaturated market, I promote my items at around 4%. If it's an item where there's not a lot of items like these Polo Ralph Lauren shorts right here that are cargo in camo, I don't promote those. I just price them at a competitive price and let them sell at that price. So that's what I do. How do you avoid bed bugs? That's my fear. You just can't think about it. So I don't know. If you go to the bins, I would be much more afraid of getting the bed bugs, but I've never got anything with bed bugs. Like a lot of the men's clothing like this, it's not bed bug type of material. If I were to get a lot of bedding or quilts or whatever, I would be a little bit more afraid, but never had bed bugs, knock on wood. And I've been doing it for 8 years. So I don't know any big reseller that's had bed bugs either. So what's your max percentage of, my max percent, might be 10% sometimes. On auto posture, I'll do a auto offer at 10% when I want to get stuff moving. So I can change it to 10% on auto posture to get stuff moving. That's 100. That's 100. This right here, guys, is such a great bolo. Again, this was on the racks. The same with that Polo Ralph Lauren Pearl Snap that I just showed you. Same place. Masters Tech. Masters Tech is a really good seller. Again, if you find just the Masters and it's cotton, it's okay. In fact, I don't pick a lot of the polos up anymore, but the Masters Tech is that polyester blend, especially if it's green. This is a great seller. And guess what? I'm going to list this thing. I'm putting this into list this week because I want to have it listed by the Masters, which is the first week of April. Great. Adding another fear to my list. Thanks. What's your other fear? What's your other fear? Bed bugs? They're just little bugs. Don't worry about them. Plus, they're going to a new home. They're not even staying with you. Just kidding. It's awful to say, right? What is Whatnot? X-ray. Good question. Whatnot. Let's talk about Whatnot. All right. So first of all, you guys already know, if you're new to Whatnot, it is, or you already know Whatnot, it is a auction app. It's live auction real time. So it's like me and you right now communicating, and I'm auctioning off this item in real time. All you're doing is swiping the bar to buy the item. You put in your information. It's a live auction. So that's what Whatnot is. There are cards, there are shoes, there are clothes, there are antique, there are every category you can think of. Kids clothes, women's clothes, performance clothes, everything. That's what Whatnot is. If you go to my link tree or on my website, surfsupfinds.com, you can get $15 off signing through that link off any show. But I'll say this, I have also sourced from Whatnot. I've talked about it in my shipping videos, and I source from Whatnot. So there are places on Whatnot. If you find the right places, the right stores, the right sellers, you can buy things on Whatnot and flip them on eBay. So I've done that multiple times. Just like the Nike pants, these are the Adidas, but these are definitely vintage because I remember wearing these like in the 90s. So, and they have the, I think they call it the jersey lining. These have like the jersey lining, and they have the trefoil right here. These used to be way hotter than they are now. What's up? Thanks for the rose. But these will sell for $25 again. So if you find these vintage older Nike and Adidas with the lining in the inside, for some reason the pants sell well. They don't even have to have a big hit on them. I don't understand why they're selling for that much. $27. Best way to learn Whatnot. Want to do it and never even used it. So the best thing I would say about Whatnot is to watch people. So you guys all know, I didn't start Whatnot until I felt like I had a reason to do Whatnot. I wasn't planning on doing Whatnot. And then also I watched people over and over and over again. Different people, pacing, what type of clothes they brought, what type of giveaways they did, all those things. For me, with my Whatnot, I decided I want to do women's clothing only because I don't really like listing it, but I don't want to pass it up at the store. So I'm going to throw it on Whatnot. And I only buy the best women's clothing that I can find. So I put women's clothing, good women's clothing, and I try to do a fast pace. So one right after another, and then we do giveaways during it. and I just have fun. One thing you don't want to do on Whatnot, and it's a really big pet peeve of mine, you guys can put thumbs up or whatever, but if you're a seller on Whatnot, if something doesn't go for as much as you want it to go for, you cannot show that on your face. You cannot say anything about that. You cannot let the audience know that that's not what you want it to go for. I think it's a bad look. It turns me off. I get out of that Whatnot immediately. I do not like those Whatnots. That sells quickly. Adding another. Great. Adding another feared. Okay. He complained about golf shirt not listing it as athletic fit and put the body odor on eBay. Oh, not listing it as athletic fit. If you put the measurements in the listing, and you might have, we're going back to the person who complained about the and sent you the item back or return. If you put the pictures of the actual measurements, I feel like you don't run into that problem. I feel like when I put measurements in the pictures, when anyone ever asks me or comes to me about the size of the item, I always say, that's why I have clear measurements in my pictures. And eBay sees that and everything. So there's no fumble by me or by you. 100% agree. Thank you for saying that. Okay, so Jody, a lot of people are saying they agree with the Whatnot stuff. What are you up to, little girlfriend? You want to say hi? Or insult the audience for it not selling? Oh my gosh, the worst. Agree. Like, chat, are you awake? Like, literally, guys, come on. Like, stuff like that, I don't like that. If you're not willing to take a loss or whatever, say I paid $25 for these shorts. If I put them on Whatnot right now and I'm running them and they go for 20, I'm literally gonna say, you got these for a better deal than I did. Congratulations. Like, nice job. Let's go to the next item. Like, you cannot be like, come on, I paid 25 for these and you're going to only, come on, guys, wake up. No, that turns me off. Get out of here. Next item I found this week, I think I put it in a video. This is an Argentina goalie jersey. So goalie jerseys are long sleeve a lot of the time. So look for a goalie jersey. They have long sleeves, and a lot of times they sell better than regular jerseys. They're more rare. But also be careful with fake soccer jerseys. Soccer jerseys can sell for a lot of money, but you need to look at the details, like when it was made, the SKU on them, all that sort of thing is what you want to look for. Kayway says if it's in hanging, bed bugs can't find it and live on it. Exactly, with bed bugs, Kayway says it all the time. I agree. People take it from their closet and they donate it, and if it's hanging, bed bugs want to go hide in a dark place, like in a bed, right? So, all right, let's talk about it. Everyone's talking about the Whatnot. That's a great point. I watched one Whatnot seller who threatened to stop doing $1 starts because of it. Tammy, yes, I totally agree. Like, I will sit here and say it. And if people are on Whatnot watching this that don't agree with me, so be it. I'm just telling you how I feel. I feel like it's like running a classroom. No, I don't have a Whatnot tonight, Emily. My Whatnot is March 10th. But it's like running a classroom. You're running a classroom. You have to keep the kids engaged. The second you don't keep the kids engaged, you're going to lose the class. And then once you start poking, I mean, this is different than like getting mad at the audience, but you got to keep the kids engaged, keep them having fun, show them that you're interested. It's the same on Whatnot. You got to keep the pace going and engaged. But as far as people having a bad attitude on Whatnot and complaining about prices going too low, I'm out of there. So that's my advice for you with Whatnot. That is a lot of different rambling stuff. Can you have reserves on Whatnot? I don't think you can. What you can do on Whatnot, though, is start your item off at a price where you're comfortable with it selling at. So if I bought these, if I'm new to Whatnot and I know I'm going to probably have 20 people in my show and I bought these for $25, I'm like, all right, I'll start these at 30. And if they sell for 30, I'll be fine with that because I'm not losing money. You could start your auction off at $30. But you'll see a lot of bigger sellers start their stuff off at $1 because they have a lot of people in their stream, in their auction. If you only have like 15 or 20 people, I probably wouldn't start at $1. You only have 15 eyes, sets of eyes on it. What does Sue say? Sue, Whatnot pet peeves. Host having 5-minute plus combo with the side and not running anything. 100%. Again, it's just like a classroom. You have to keep the flow. You have to keep it entertained. You have to keep it engaging. That's my opinion. I'm no expert. I don't know. I just know with the classroom, you have to keep the kids engaged. And I feel like it's the same with Whatnot. Is Whatnot on TikTok or where? No. So Whatnot is a separate selling platform. Again, I have a link in my link tree or on my website. You can click on it, sign up through it for free. You get free $15 to use on any show, or just get on the app and you can just watch people's shows. And it's just live bidding. So for example, I'll play around with you right now. You're on TikTok, you're on Facebook, you're on YouTube. I'm going to hold this item up. I'm going to say, all right, because I do sudden death. I do 15-second sudden death to keep the pace going. I don't care what it goes for. So we're going to start this 15-second sudden death. It's a size medium Italian Nike hockey jersey. And we're going to sell this right now. And let's start the auction. And so the auction will start. It has 15 seconds. You'll use your thumb to swipe it, or you can do a custom bid. And that's another platform that people are selling on. People are also buying stuff for themselves, or for, like I bought last night from Husky Mama, I bought a hairbrush for my daughter, or you can buy stuff to resell. So I've been in Daily Refinement. A lot of people know him. I bought stuff in their shows and resold it on eBay and made money. So that's what Whatnot is. What are the fees on Whatnot? I think 10%, 10 to 13%. They're not really high. They're lower on eBay, as low as eBay, I think. Felix. Before I even read Felix, I have a feeling I know what he's going to say. If you guys don't know Felix, it's Felix. You're stealing from me, Brad, on Whatnot in years time while running his daily shows. No, I already told Shelby, if Whatnot will tell me when I'm done with Whatnot. So if no one's at my shows, my stuff's not selling, Whatnot's telling me I'm not going to be doing Whatnot anymore. I just won't pick up women's clothing anymore. So that's Whatnot will tell me when I'm done with Whatnot. But here is something I did get: Nike men's Italy hockey jersey. I don't know the authenticity. I don't know if this is authentic or not. I looked it up. There was one just like it that sold for decent money. But what I was looking at when I look at these are the stitching. Are the letters connected to each other with stitching? A lot of times when letters and numbers are connected to each other with stitching, that shows you it's not very well made. So I'm going to show you guys over here first. See how they're not connected? That's a good sign that it's authentic. So that they're not connected, that's a good sign to know that they're authentic. Again, with the Italy right there. And then this Nike tag looked a little suspect to me with the smaller font M. But when I looked up comps online, the ones that I saw had a similar font. So that was a little suspect for me, the smaller font M. But when I looked up comps online, it looked just like that. So I took a gamble. This was $10. I think this should sell. This might be a 99-cent auction. Take a chance on it. What's up, Tiffany? Hey, buddy. Is shipping a flat rate on Whatnot? So you can set up, Hector, shipping on flat rate. It's like the way I do my shows. After 5 pounds, or like up to 5 pounds, you pay $8. So as many items as you want, up to 5 pounds is $8, I think. And then after that, I think I covered it. I don't remember, but whenever you go to a show, it's different. People charge different things for shows. Sometimes people do free shipping. Sometimes people charge flat rates, the same price across the board. If they're doing random polls, it's different through different shows. Good. Best time to run Whatnot in day, Saturday or Sunday, I guess. Dan, that's a really good question. I don't know the answer to that. I like doing Sunday night. And the reason why is because I feel like people are at home on a Sunday evening. Like most people go to work the next day. Most of the kids are in bed. Sunday evenings when I do it. So I don't know. I know K-Way does his, now he's doing 5 a week. He does his Saturday night, Friday night, Sunday night, and then maybe Thursday night. I don't remember exactly, but I don't know. I think if you have good stuff, people will show. Good stuff, good attitude, and sell stuff for cheap, like start it off cheap. I think people will come. Where are your top places to source? Well, Goodwill, where I live, because that's the main thrift store in my town is Goodwill. So my favorite place to source is from probably garage sales when I find them, or personal collections of people. Like people have a lot of clothing and they're like, I just want to get rid of it. I'm like, listen, I'll buy it from you if you don't want to donate it. And they'll be like, sure, I'd rather have money than donate it. So stuff like that. So you're welcome, Mike. I'm eating my second one out of this. So those are the fees I think on Whatnot. What are you and your dad going to, when are we going thrifting again? Oh, he's in trouble. If you saw my video on YouTube of my dad and I thrifting, he's crazy. I had to cut out a lot of it because he's nuts. But he got in trouble because you saw all the crap he bought. He hoards. He used to buy and resell, but now in his mind, he thinks, he has mild dementia too, guys. Now in his mind, he thinks, ooh, that's worth money. I can buy that and sell it one day. Dude's almost 79. Like one day is tomorrow. So, but he loves thrifting. He doesn't have his driver's license anymore. So like the best thing in the world to him is to go thrifting. I'm telling you, he won't get up in the morning for anything. But if I say I'm going to pick him up to go thrifting, he's up. But he gets in trouble because he brings home a lot of shit that my mom, it like drives her crazy. So I don't know if he would like to go every single day. And he would want to go every day with me. I'm going to custom bid $30. You could. Amy, you're going to custom bid $30 on what? I didn't even show anything. What are you talking about, Amy? He was having fun though. Oh, he has a blast. You see how our banter, like, I think there's been one time my dad and I actually got like an argument fight. That's just how we are. We love each other. More my dad thrifting. Oh gosh. How old was my dad when they had you? How old was the dad? My parents were 40 when they had me. So my mom had my sister and a couple of miscarriages and then me. Travis Matthew, the reason I bought these two is because there were two. I saw the first one. I'm like, I think I'm going to pass up on it, but they're like Travis Matthew full button flannels. These actually don't sell really great for me. About $15 plus buyer pay shipping. They sell for a ton at TJ Maxx, but the resale is just not that great for me. So they're both the same. They're like a gingham check, but they're not, like large, almost buffalo plaid, but not black and red. I'm going to lot these up together and probably sell them for like $42.99 for the lot. So $42.99 for the lot, or maybe like, no, I guess maybe like $34.99 for the lot, something like that. When he said he was ashamed of you for buying low and selling high, Felix, I know. And the thing is, like the buying from the poor thing, like, is it taking advantage? She's like, hell no, everyone needs to make money. Anyways, and there's more to that he didn't even put in, like about, the poor, they get stuff and they don't want that high. They just want something to wear. They don't care about high end. Alyssa, I bought a pair of D squared jeans. Yes. And I've been unable to find the exact pair online. Now I'm concerned that they're knockoff. I doubt they are. Should I, on the side of caution, or post them? I'd post them. I don't know what kind of trouble you get in with eBay. They're not knowing post an imitation. Okay, so D squared, if you guys don't know D squared, it's a pretty good brand. I'll look it up right now. It's a good brand of clothing. You'll see it. I think if it doesn't have like a circle and a triangle and like a square on it. But do they make a lot of copies of that? Is that a brand that they copy a lot of? D squared pants, men's jeans. I don't know. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. D squared. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they make a copy. There's so many, it looks like there's so many different models on there. I would just list them. I think you'd be fine. Look at the stitching, look at the inside, look at the rivets. If all the rivets look really good and they even say D squared on them and the stitching on the inside looks like good stitching, like Levi stitching or better, there will be authentic. You can tell knockoffs really well by just looking at it. In fact, I don't know if Reisner is still in here. Okay, Reisner just said D square has a seam in the center of the back pocket. So D squared has a seam in the center of the back pocket. D squared has a seam in the center of the back pocket. That's how you know if they're real or not. Reisner said this the other day, and I totally agree with her. The best way to know knockoffs from not knockoffs is going and touching and feeling and looking at the real brand, the real items. So if you have one close to you, go to a Nordstrom Rack, go to a Saks Fifth Avenue, go to any of those high-end stores and go feel the shoes, go look at the clothing, look at the stitching, pay attention to the details. That's how you're going to know when you find that one out in the wild. You're going to be like, oh, this quality is awful. The stitching's bad. The weight is light. This is not real, because I felt and I've seen so many of the real ones. Let's see. Found four new brands. Are they good? Beyond, Cotopaxi, Ketchy, and Stio. Are they good? Stio is a very good brand. Good pickup there. Cotopaxi is a good brand. Ketchy, I don't know Ketchy, and I don't know Beyond. I know Beyond Yoga. I don't know Beyond, but I do know Stio, S-T-I-O, is a good brand. I talked about that on my live. I don't know on TikTok, but definitely on Facebook and YouTube on my live packing. It looks like an acorn, but I think someone said it's a, people were like, oh, it's a acorn, or, oh, it's an artichoke, or it's something, I don't know, but it looks like an acorn to me. So horizontal seam. Oh, a horizontal seam. So not a vertical, it's a horizontal seam on the back pocket of the D squared. So they have a horizontal seam. Happy belated birthday, buddy. Thanks, Phoenix. I don't like to even celebrate my birthday anymore because I don't want to be older. Honestly, I feel like I'm, like, my mind, I feel like I'm 22. I'm wearing a backwards hat. I'm a 38-year-old man. Untuck It, 2XL, bread and butter. Nothing to talk about there. This is women's. This will go in Whatnot. Women's Smartwool. Again, with Smartwool, really good brand. You guys all know that. There are a couple little keys to look for. If you're walking down the aisle, I don't know if this one has it, but a lot of time you'll see the little dude hanging out somewhere, or you'll see the little lines. I don't see that on either one, but you'll see these little lines, not stitched on, but like printed on one of the sleeves somewhere. You'll see those little lines. So sometimes it'll stick out in the aisle, and you'll see that, and you'll be like, oh, I know what that is. But Smartwool is really good. If you're selling these online, even if you're picking these up for $4 or $5 and they have a little bit of hole or a little bit of pilling or a little bit anything, they'll sell really well still. Smartwool is one of those brands, even when flawed, they sell. A lot of hiking brands do that. But that's a women, so that will go in Whatnot. Again, I do the same thing with these. These actually sell really well, almost better than my Polo Ralph Lauren. Brooks Brothers, this is new to me. Halfway through the year, I tried this again, just like the Pele jeans that we just talked about that I sold today. It's always trial and error. Like, you're not going to know, like, you see people like me talking and telling you what to do, but also try stuff yourself. Like, I don't know, like maybe Brooks Brothers will be like Polo Ralph Lauren. It didn't used to sell for me, but with that little hit, maybe I'll try to sell it like Polo Ralph Lauren shirts. And funny enough, they sell just like Polo Ralph Lauren shirts for like around $20 plus shipping. Getting ready to list 8XL men's shirts to go with the 74 jeans I sold. Oh my gosh, 8XL. That is just so big. That's like, bigger the better, but man, 8's huge. Beyond has good comps, $200. That's a new brand to me. I've never heard of Beyond. I need to look that brand up. What do you price Brooks? So Brooks Brothers shirts like this, they have to have a letter. So this is an XL, and they have to have the hit right here on the pocket for me to pick them up. And I pay $5 for them. So for $5, they have to have what I just said. And then I price these just like Polo Ralph Lauren, anywhere between $18 and $22. And because I find them and list them so often, I can take quick pictures really quickly. Within like a minute, I can list it within another minute. So in 2 minutes, I can list that item. And I get about $10 profit per item. So if you think about it, in an hour, I have the potential to make $300 over time. So 2 minutes to list one shirt, $10 profit. So 30 minutes. So in an hour, cut it in half, and it takes me 2 minutes to do those shirts. I can make $10 per minute since we're cutting it in half. So $300 per hour over time. And I know you're not going to get $300 an hour right then and there, but over time it adds up. You just have to look at the big picture, and that's what I look at with those. Meaning still going? Let's go. Discount Destiny. You know I'm still going. I'm chilling, girl. I'm chilling today. Found my first Jinko in a Houston Goodwill last night. Let's go. Jinko is so popular. Get that thing listed right now before they go out of style. Okay, I'm freezing Indy, actually. Franklin. Oh, what's up in Franklin? Granddaughter is at skating party, and guess where I am? Oh, you got it. Prices are cheaper here than in Florida. You're at a Goodwill. I bet you're at a Goodwill. Yes, it's cold here in Indy. It's really cold. We have the All-Star game, like I said. It's tonight. So I took my son yesterday to the practice. Huge waste of time. Right, sir? What do you think about this? So I found this all over. We find these type of, we find this stuff out there in the wild. All these like things from the 80s. But I looked up this name of this person, whatever, this stylist, and I look up monkeys, and these sweaters are going for $50 sold. So again, I don't know if you'll ever find one. I don't think I've ever found one, but just one of those things where the tag looked nice because it's tacked in 4 corners. It's tacked in 4 corners, and it's a little bit weird because it has little monkeys on it. So you always see Christmas ones or whatever, but there's a little bit something that's different. So I looked it up. Sells for $50. That was originally $200 sweater. This was, what year would this have been from? This was originally a $200 sweater. I had no idea. But that's one of those things. You do this long enough, you just kind of think like, oh, that looks different, unique. The tag looks okay. Thoughts on Unikilts? I don't know. Unikilts? I don't know. I've never done those. I've never sold those. So I'm not sure. I've never had anything higher than 6X. Wow. I know. I never found an 8X. That's huge. In fact, yesterday I did a little bit of retail arbitrage. And I went to one of those outlet like DXL stores where they had the big and tall. I'm like, ooh, maybe I'll go in there and they'll have some really cheap, big and tall, good brand stuff. But it was all like George and HD and all that sort of stuff. Wasn't good brands. Have you ever been thrifting in KC? I have not gone to Kansas City. So I do like going everywhere. And you guys see me post my videos on Facebook, and they don't get it. I mean, on YouTube, they get some views, some not. But the point of those videos are to show you, if you have the knowledge, wherever you go, prices will be high, but you can find items that are cheap and resellable. For example, I did one here in Indy. I hauled out. I went to Florida. I hauled out. I went to Chicago. People always say Chicago is so expensive. When I went there, things were expensive, but I hauled out. I found a Coogee for $12. I found an Oprah Winfrey sweatshirt that was $6 that sells for $70. Like, there is stuff. You just have to know what you're looking for. Like, you're always going to find things. You just have to keep your eye open. There's no way they were going to price this in Chicago. I got this in Indy, but they wouldn't price this in Chicago for a ton of money. So we're going to go to Chicago and Milwaukee next week, and I'll probably film that too to show Milwaukee will do better. Okay, 90s, 2000s. Got you for that sweater. How about Bummer Fire plus Ice? I don't know that. Which cross-lister do you use? I don't use a cross-lister yet. I'm in talks with the company right now to cross-list. Bigger, the better. You guys know it. That's what my wife always says. Just kidding. All right. I think in that video I talked about it. So they rolled out a cart with the red tag, and it had figs on it. I've sold, if you look at my used comp or my sold, all right, we'll stop. If you look at my sales over the past couple weeks, you'll see that I've sold a lot of figs because I listed a whole big bag of figs 2 weeks ago. So they've been selling. So figs is a good brand to look out for. They rolled out a cart with 2 pairs of figs pants on them. So of course I went over to the scrub section and they had more figs. So if you can find sets of figs, it's better. So if you can find the matching set, this is a small shirt and a small pair of pants, the better. And with figs, you want to be really, really looking for, if you can find them, the lots of pockets in the pants. And you also want to be looking for the jogger style pants. Jogger style pants and lots of pockets. So these are not jogger style. They're not cinched at the bottom. And these don't have they have a decent amount of pockets. So these are probably like $17 plus ship. Am I lagging? Am I frozen? Sorry if I'm frozen or lagging. I don't know why I would be over there. So sold 3 7XL to someone in Carolina last month. Let's go. I want to start the van. She dead. Had to go buy a new battery. Desty. What if it was tomorrow and you were going to Disney and you're starting your van, it died and you couldn't get to Disney? That'd be so sad. I'm not wishing that though. Go get that battery. All right. We have some more items. Like I said, this was more of a Q&A. Again, I'm not going to pass this up. Eileen Fisher. I don't know what you call this. A muumuu dress, a tunic tank. It's an oversized shirt, long, goes past your butt dress thing. Eileen Fisher, pure silk. Again, I couldn't pass it, so I'm gonna put it in my one-dot show for $1. It'll go for what it goes for. But yeah, I don't know what this is. I mean, it's a small, and it would be like an extra large on me. So I don't know what that is. Probably a dress. Is it Desty? I don't know. Desty. Also, this. Bam. 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 And I want Desty, you're gonna have to send me pictures of what you get. I want to see what you get in Florida. This is a pair of Athleta. Another pair. This is a size medium. Really good print. Look for your Athleta hit right there. Athleta hit right there. This will go into whatnot too. Okay, so really good brand to be on the lookout for. I believe these are them. Yeah. So along the same lines as South Pole, these actually did well before South Pole did. But Garbeau, these jeans do really, really well. Especially, I think they're called the track stripe jeans. I haven't found them in a while. I used to find them all the time, but they have the stripes here on the bottom and they're Velcro. You'll find them in a ton of different colors. You'll find red, black, green, yellow, all sorts of colors. And they're on the bottom legs. Those sell really well. But these are Girbaud jeans. These again will sell for around $35. The same category as like Pele Pele and South Pole. So curious of what do you state? Curious at what you say you think best for thrifting. Carrie, say that one again. Curious as to what the state you think is best for thrifting. I'm guessing you're saying what state is best for thrifting. I'll say this. I'm sure it's different. Just like here, there are days you go out. We all go out, same places, and it sucks, right? It's like, oh man, there's nothing out today. And then the next day you go out and it's good. So when I went to Florida, I didn't think the thrifting was that great, but I've also watched K-Way thrift live, obviously, and I've seen him find so many good things. But when I went, it sucked. It didn't suck, but it wasn't as good as what I thought it was. So I don't know. I like Indianapolis right now better than down there. Every time I've gone to Chicago, I've had good luck. So I'll be curious to see if that's the case. And then Milwaukee will be new. I will say this. I took a route from Indianapolis south to Cincinnati down to Lexington. Lexington had a lot of Goodwills, and we weaved in and out and hit Goodwills on the way. That was a really good route. So now that I'm full-time, I can do that during the day. So if I can branch out to like different, I live in Indy, so I can go to Chicago, I can go to St. Louis, I could go to Cincinnati, Louisville, I could go different places. Yeah, I don't know. I think it just depends. I think it's timing, right? It's timing. Shuttle tape. Yes, shuttle tape. Thank you, Riser. Shuttle tape. Popover dress. That's what it's called. I'm not going to remember that. Popover dress. This is a good brand to be on the lookout for. Alex Mill. I found this brand last year. It's a newer brand to me. Probably 8 months ago. Alex Mill. This is just a bolo. So if I were to make a bolo list, this would be on it. I found pants and shorts by this maker, and this is the first sweater I've seen by this maker. I don't know where they sell Alex Mill, but the comps look good. Again, this is one of those things where when I found the pants, they were with other really high-end brands, and I knew those were probably coming from the same closet, and so I looked them up, and they were good. So that's how I got hooked onto that brand. So you're going to have to hit up Houston, red, white, and blue. It was fire. Opened yesterday. Houston's on my list. I want to go. The best part about it too is it's a write-off. And I'll say that right here. Okay, that doesn't matter. Like I'm used to my world of teaching a 9 to 5, and they control your wages, they control your taxes, they control everything. Like this is my first time of feeling like I own my own company. I'm not a bigwig, but like I talk to my CPA. Yes, if I am going to Chicago to thrift and going to Milwaukee to thrift, I write off the entire trip, the food, the gas, the hotel stay, everything. That's all a write-off. So it's different. It's a different world than teaching. This is Welland. I found this. I still really haven't looked up the comps, but this is with that Alex Mill shirt. So again, I'm like, all right, it looks nice. I've never seen that brand before. I'm going to pick it up, take a chance. It's $5.99. And it has a YKK zipper. I talk about that too. YKK zippers will also give you a little bit of indication that it's quality brand. If it has a little YKK on the zipper, those zippers, they're made by a brand, YKK, and then the companies buy the zippers and then use it on their products. And those zippers cost a little bit more money because they're better made. We need a red, white, blue, and Pitts. We need a red, white, and blue in Indy, Desty. I swear, red, white, and blue comes to Indy, instant decline in Goodwill prices. Instant. Lexington, Kentucky was really good thrifting. Yes, I thought Lexington was really good. So we did a garage sale. It sucked. So we just went to Lexington, and it's like a loop around the city. And there were a lot more Goodwills than what I thought. And it was I'm not even looking at you guys very much. I'm sorry. Lexington was good. I really like Lexington. Good. I don't know if these are real or not. I put these in my video too. I don't know. So I'm going to have to figure these out. But Rothy's, you guys know the brand, I know. But I don't know. I found them one time before, I think. I know the way to find out. Let's talk to Ethan. You look at the inside, and like something about in here will tell you if they're real or fake. It'll say made in China or made in the USA. I don't know. You guys might be able to tell me. Tucker neck is the most popular popover dress, 100% sell-through rate. Ooh, Reisner. Okay, so this will go on Whatnot. Someone's going to buy it for $5 or $8 and resell it for $25 on eBay. Please have at it, everybody. YK zippers cost 10 times the production cost. Again, if you're over on YouTube and Facebook, you keep hearing me talk about this person, Reisner. She's a master seamstress. Look at how many master seamstress there are around. There are not many. So she knows the ins and outs of everything with clothing. So she's saying YKK zippers cost 10 times the amount of a regular zipper, a cheapy brand that you'd sell at like Walmart or H&M. So YKK, you'll find that on North Face. You'll find that on very high-end brands of clothing. So if you see a YKK zipper, more than likely it's on a higher-end brand of clothing. If you don't know what that brand is named, or you've never seen the comp or never heard of that brand, and it has a YKK zipper, you might want to look that brand up. So, hey, I'm in Louisville. Well, once I get my money piled down, Nashville, Lexington are on my way. Yes, I want to go to Nashville too. I want to do a trip down to Nashville and do that too. China, no red, white, and blue in Virginia. I know, but red, white, and blue is not that great in Florida. So I will admit the buy cost is not great. We have Thrifty Shoppers regionally, New York State, and they are awesome. Is Thrifty Shoppers, is that like a red, white, and blue? So how do I know if these are real, guys? And the problem is they're so worn out too. I'll show you. They're so worn out. I have no idea. See that little hole at the top? Does that even mean anything? They were $7, $6.99 a piece. So whatever. I'm gonna take a chance. I always say that's my lottery ticket. I'd rather buy these than buy a lottery ticket. I'm always learning new brands in your lives. Hey, good. That's why I'm here. And you know what? I'm always learning new brands from other people's lives too. Like on all of them. Now I don't even know which freaking insole goes in which. And I'm touching these. You know, people are barefoot in these. They're nasty. Second Avenue is big near me. I'm always learning. Made in China interior tag has a slight texture to it. I don't know. I don't know. I just couldn't pass them up for $7. You feel me, right? You feel me. Made in China, I think, is the real one. Okay. Sort of. They are a Rochester, Syracuse agreement. They have a website. Stores are huge. Yeah, we need those. Our Goodwills. I don't need to get started. You won't want to hear me talk about that. Red, white, and blue in Pittsburgh. Yes. Retro Toys. They have one or they need one. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, I also have this huge box, which I'm not going to go through. If you want to know about it, I did a video on a YouTube, but literally, I'll tell you, since we're talking. So look at this box, full of stuff. So it's a 50-pound box. So when I went to Florida, I thrifted, and it was cheaper for me to get this box, 50 pounds, and to ship it home UPS than it was to check in a piece of luggage. So that's what I did with all those. So, all right, guys, that's pretty much it. Not a big haul. Just wanted to come on, talk to y'all, do some reselling questions if you had any, and show you some of my pickups of the week. So that's it. You guys have any more questions? I'll hang out for a second. Otherwise, I'm going to head out. I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? 3 o'clock. It seems like it's 5 o'clock. It's only 3. I'm cool with that. Vintage clothing, look for Talon zippers on quality. Yes, retro, agree. On some of the vintage stuff, there's Talon, Talon. You'll see that on some of the zippers. Thank you so much. You are an epic individual for sharing this. Mike, I'm just a dude. I'm just a dude. I appreciate you though coming in. What's up, Audra? I didn't even realize you were in here. I wasn't looking at the name. Goodwill, Salvo, very expensive. Desi, have a great night. Got to ship and put on vacation mode. Put on vacation mode. Have fun in Disney. Everyone else, have a great time or a great night. If you're off tomorrow, enjoy your day. I probably will be doing a live packing because I've even sold more stuff. So right now I have 44 things to pack. It's getting too much, getting overwhelming. And the post office is closed tomorrow. It's President's Day, FYI. So see you guys. Thanks again for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.